We'll just do the.
All work and no play makes Mike a dull boy. All work and no play makes Mike a dull boy. All work and no play makes Mike a dull boy. Again, they don't understand. I'm working, always working. Ha, ha, ha. We'll show them some fun. All work and no play makes Mike a dull boy, makes me.
Your seeds. I can't believe that worked. I need to find it. Let's He's right on the book. I already. It's just poured out. It's like, oh, they just shoot me up in the head. We make the game work. Move forward. I've got you. I don't know about this fight. Trust me. Arms out. That's it? Yeah. You're flying. Feels more like I'm being held hostage. Come on, man. Say the line. I'm the king of the world. There it is. Don't drop. Wouldn't dare. Look at that sunset. It's not bad. That's first. I'll take it. Yeah. Looking for the left. Look at
The dinosaur?
Born ready.
But by my calculation, the structural integrity of the ring is already questionable.
Let's end this thing, Gecko.
Tag me in quick. Move left. Finish it. Now. All together. Victory probability spikes to 1.
Cruisers are now in light mode. We keep pushing, we might lose them before the bridge. Or we might flame out and end up on the evening news. This is a brick on wheels, man. It slows out when we slowly. It feels like a riding calculator.
Stay cool. We got this.
Best exit ever, let's go!
Jumping into uncertainty. All the variables.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Citizens, brace for implausible giggle forces. Full level. Steady, steady. Initiating comedic breach protocol. Behold, the future of comedy show. Live cast.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to the Future of Comedy Show livecast. Here we are, Monday, 8 p.m., same time every week. And our guest this week is Future of Comedy Show regular, fresh off her Drummond Island Comedy Festival debut, Toi Too Tall. How you doing?
Hey, what up, though? I am good.
You doing good? Feeling good?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, we had a great time this weekend.
I had a blast. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to ask, did you have a favorite part?
My favorite part was the boating. Besides the show, I always love the shows the most,
Yeah.
but the boating excursion was the best.
The boating definitely was fun.
We rented a pontoon boat, and I chartered my first pontoon. I was the first time captain, and I took it out, and we seen 3 bald eagles.
Yes.
Which was amazing.
That was pretty dope.
Then we almost got stuck. Oh, you were so we dropped you off because you had to make it to Flint in time for a show.
Yeah.
Which I thought was amazing. That you're just like, dude, I'm gonna rock it. I'm gonna do a show. I'm gonna get on a boat, and then I'm gonna get off Drummond Island and drive all the way to Flint for another show. You are just grinding.
Stop.
That's how I feel. Just not like I was just going nonstop.
Yeah, it's like an adrenaline rush too. I think I might be an adrenaline junkie.
You could be. I
might
see
be.
it. Almost like Steve when he was when Steve was putting his feet over the pontoon boat.
Oh man.
And that guy stopped us. He's like, yeah, that's how people get chopped up. Somebody did get chopped up that way by hanging out the front of the pontoon boat.
I actually seen footage today of that happen to someone and they didn't make it.
They didn't make it?
Oh shit, that could have been Steve Swiss Cheese.
Swiss Cheese Steve. Oh my, that'd been a terrible name.
Yeah.
He survives, but he's just all Swiss cheesy.
Yeah.
Like that'd be even worse than just dying. I think just being Swiss cheese afterwards.
Oh yeah, because that's your new stage name.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That was super fun though. I wish I could have gotten in the water, but I hurt my foot and I was scared.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Yeah, the water was like really refreshing. Just sitting on the, especially being out in the sun, and you hit that water. You're like, oh, that felt good. What was your favorite part? Was the boat?
It was the boat. The boat was real fun for me. And then shout out to Riley. I still got one of her bracelets I bought. The other one I broke it by mistake, but yay! I got this at the what's the name of the place where we rented the boat from?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
the boat rental place. Waki, the Wama,
Wawin.
Wawan, yeah,
Yeah.
Wawan. Yeah, it's it's all Indian names up there. We don't even know. So you bought it from the Wawan because they support local entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Which
Mhm.
I mean, that was
I thought that was kind of dope.
us. We were the entrepreneurs up there this weekend. I mean, making it happen.
That's true.
All the Drummond Island people, like all the people that live there, just they were so appreciative of the shows. They were like, "Thanks for bringing
Yeah.
this up here. Thanks for coming through." And we had great nights. J Bell headlined the first one, crushed it. Big
Yeah.
Juicy headlined the second night,
Mhm.
crushed it. And then you didn't get to see me. You had to go see Mark Bono.
Yeah.
But that's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get your stage time in. But I had a great set Saturday night, and I should be putting up some clips here shortly within the week, maybe on Thursday for that one. Here we go. We have LaBelle LaNice. Hey, I'm here. Such a big fan of Beyonce. Too tall.
Beyonce, yeah. So
Beyonce.
I got this little Beyonce alter ego.
Yeah.
And I have several Facebook pages. I gotta explain this to y'all. I got like 4 or 5 different Facebook pages because I kept going to Facebook jail. And because I didn't know how to control the things that I was saying, and I affected the community. I violated the community standards, and I didn't want to be shut down. So I kept making pages, and one of my pages is Toyance. So yeah, shout out to LaBelle. That's my homegirl, and she is actually going to come out to a show that me and Jay Bell are on.
Oh, sweet. And
Yeah.
does she do comedy? I see there's a poster in her profile picture.
Oh, that's her daughter's poster. Her daughter does art.
Oh,
And
cool.
I definitely am going to support and be at her art show in October, right?
Okay, yeah.
October,
We'll plug the show. Drop it in the comments there. And if you guys are watching, we got a few live viewers. If you're watching at home, the show is built off your questions and comments. So if you have any questions or comments for Toy or myself, go ahead and drop them in there. Let us know who's here. We're rocking and rolling, just getting off a weekend of comedy. I'm recovering still. I got a little sniffle from the dusty cabin yet.
Oh man,
It's still like coming out of me. Yeah, but
that was a true hunter's cabin.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
sweet. So we had a cabin. It had a pool table, some poker chips, a big ass kitchen, big ass table, a side living room, and then
the bonfire.
the bonfire,
I like that.
and then a bunkhouse, a community room with like 3 bunk beds, and then a bunch of double beds and a couple single beds. It sleeps 16, I think.
Yeah, that's the closest I'm ever get to staying in a hostel.
Yeah, well, it reminded me of a jail bunkhouse, but or a camping site.
Yeah.
And here we go. LaBelle's got her date here, October 10th from 6 to 10. Check out her art page on Instagram, Art by Mandy. Yeah, Art B Mandy. That's sweet. That's very cool. Drop that in, and check that out. That's great. We're always supporting art, live comedy, any kind of arts on the Future of Comedy show. That's pretty sweet. How was the show in Flint?
Oh yeah. So I'm not the person that usually says like I killed it. That ain't me. I just like, oh my God, I had so much fun. And I had a blast.
You came off, you were ready to rock and roll.
Yes. Surprisingly, but you know what? My magical elixir had me a ginger beer and a little bit splash of Red Bull. So
Yeah.
and I had a good time. It definitely is going to lead to more bookings. So
Yeah.
I'm always happy about that. When I walked in, this lady walked in, she had a cowgirl's hat on and 2 pigtails. And she was like, my daughter did my hair and put this hat on me. And I said, well, you look cute. And she didn't know I was a comedian. I went up there. I was like, we got our hats on. We girls now. And so I went up there and I did my thing. And then I went and took pictures with her and her sister who also had a hat on. So, and then she added me on Facebook.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's great to connect with people and build them up because they'll come back and see you for sure. I mean,
they told Mark they definitely want me to come back, and they said wherever you have her at, we gonna come. And I was like, yay! And Chris showed up.
Chris, Chris Nichol, shout out to Chris.
He shows. So
Hopefully he
much
pops
love.
up in this live cast. He usually watches every week, and we got the Colt leader of the Pink Dolphin Colt Hat Gang. What's up, Kenny Bruce? Good to see you, brother. And you got the pink dolphin butt plug picture. I like that. That's pretty sweet, brother. I like that. Thanks for popping in. Speaking of butt plugs, we'll be in Saginaw, the Future of Comedy show, August 23rd at Nice and Naughty with another great lineup of comics. Toy, what do we got? We got something else booked coming up? Me and you?
We have September 12th.
September 12th.
Yes.
In Essexville?
I can't remember.
I
have to look at the flyer.
I think it is in Essexville, Michigan.
Okay,
so
yes.
if you're looking to see Toy and myself on the same stage, come out to Essexville. I think. Well, I don't know. It will say on the bottom here in a second of what, November 12th or 11th?
It's 12th.
Okay,
yeah.
November 12th. Okay, and then we got Future Comedy Show J-Mo in here saying, hello, friends. How you doing there? Who also just got booked on a Mark Bono show, so she's pretty excited about that. Sending me some messages today. Congratulations. Kenny Bruce said, where you put the dolphin is your own business. All right. That's legit. Hey, Kenny, you're right, man. It's your own business. That's legit, brother. And I hope you're doing well over there and leading your cult. And I'm not sure, you probably didn't see the episode. So Kenny runs a cult, and then we did an episode called Escaping the Cult, where I brought my friend Anna, who I went to high school with, and she got out of a cult. And then we had Kenny pitch her on coming to his cult. You know what I mean?
Hilarious.
It was a good episode because we went over all the cult stuff. What is a cult? What happens? But,
It's a comedian that was in a cult, and I can't remember her name, but I remember her story.
Oh,
And yeah, she was just talking about how she grew up in a cult, and she got away and started doing comedy.
she got into the comedy cult.
Right.
Yeah. Comedy is a cult in itself.
It
The
is.
things you'll do for comedy,
What a
which
bunch-
doesn't even make sense, but you're like, I'm gonna do it.
It doesn't.
Yeah, like
It's crazy.
I mean, for instance, like you love comedy so much, and I love comedy so much that you did a show on Drummond Island and went on a boat, got dropped off the boat, jumped in your car, drove all the way from Drummond Island, which is in the UP, all the way to the east tip of the because I can fix that, I think. Let me see. Connecting. Okay, there we go. What is the technical difficulty when you're on the camera stop working? They just like to hear our voice.
Yeah.
But you what the heck is going on?
So maybe it's just disconnected.
I
from
think
my
we have
phone.
a ghost down
But
here.
they can still see us.
No, yeah, we're still rocking, but down here it's crazy. One of our lights for the show went off and just stopped working. And then all of a sudden the internet stopped working. And now my computer is not plugged in, right? I don't know what the hell that is. And then let's see here.
This is making me think they can still see us.
I think they can still see us. Hey, let us know in the comments if you can still hear us and still see us. Hey, and then I want to finish the comedy cult story. But basically, so you went from Drummond Island, you got off a boat, got into the ferry, went over the Mackinac Bridge, went all the way down to Flint, did a show, went all the way down to Detroit to sleep. I mean, like, that's what it takes to be a comedian. You can't just, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be in your house. But the things that people do to become a comedian is crazy. People don't even understand sometimes. They're like, oh, yeah, I think it'd be easy, but they don't understand what has to go into it.
And once they find out that it's not easy, you can tell the ones where it's their passion versus a hobby, because you'll see what their actions are. You'll see, like, because not to mention
Plus Drummond Island, yeah.
And we stayed up to 4:00 in the morning. Well, you didn't stay up, but I stayed up to like.
I was up pretty late. I was up to
wasn't
like
late.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
But not 4. I can do 4.
It was like, and then I didn't even say goodbye to anybody. I did the Irish goodbye.
Irish goodbye. You did some of
Yes.
my people's stuff. All
Yes.
right.
I just dipped out and then I finally laid down. And then I was up again at like 8:00 in the morning. I had to pee, but then I was like, ooh, and a joke came to me and I got to writing.
Yep.
And that's when you woke up. You saw me in the kitchen pacing. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you got to take it when inspiration hits.
Yeah.
And hey, we got Melissa Ann in here all the way from Chicago watching. What's up, Melissa? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. We got comedian Dick Dickerson. We can see and hear you still. Hell yeah, brother.
hey, Dick.
And Dick Dickerson, I want to invite you on the live cast right now.
He's hilarious.
I have an opening next week. I had somebody drop, and then I have an opening later on. But I know that you're going to be filming your special in Saginaw coming up. So I'd love to have you on next week so we can promote that if you want to do it. I know I'm a long way. And we'd love again. All right.
Hilarious.
And what is going on, man? We're just having so much technical difficulty here. J-Mo said, I'm so sad I missed the boat. Next year I'm coming for the entire weekend. It was so much fun. Comedy Camp 2027 is going to be epic. Yeah, and that's what it kind of was like. It was like a comedy camp. We had some activities planned. We went on the boat, had a fire, played poker. We went
I missed
and
the golfing.
what?
I had my golf outfit.
All right, we're not gonna put it on the TV. I don't know why it keeps disconnecting. I feel like I'm being haunted right now, like with all the.
Speaking of haunted, sometimes I wonder if a ghost is following me. I also do the ghost tours at Mic Drop.
Oh,
And
really? Got a spirit attached to you, and that's why all the electronics are going crazy down here. You know, like what do they say? Like the spirits are like electric frequencies or something like that.
I call them spirit rods, but there
A
is
spirit rod?
yeah, it
Oh,
is a
Kenny
true
Bruce would like that to go with his dolphin. Oh, are we back?
Yay!
We didn't even get disconnected. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. We got a ghost down here. That's the crazy thing, because we have a ghost down here, and it's like messing with the electronics. It's making everything go crazy. Like everything's like literally going nuts. Like I don't know what's happening. The TVs are turning off. The internet's turning off. We're trying. Okay. That scared me. I was
Oh,
like,
okay. I see what
yeah,
you
yeah,
did.
yeah. Okay, we're back. Look at people are back. They're coming back. They're coming back. Okay, okay, we're back, baby.
Oh, that's new. What's that? Oh, that's a thumbs up.
Okay, there we
Okay.
go. Okay, here we go. All right. So we're gonna go back. We had some comics here, and all right. Dick Dickerson, give me a ring after this. Actually, oh, you won't be able to hear. I was gonna say we could probably call him, but
Oh, that would have been cool.
yeah, I gotta get you a headset here. Dick Dickerson said Big Grinder. All right, that's what is that the name of your special? Big Grinder.
That's
Uh, we, you're definitely going to see the difference between the hobbyists and the real ones. Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree because the people that love it and they want to make it happen, they're obsessed.
Yes.
It's an obsession.
Like when something is your passion, it don't matter if you're sick, it don't matter if you got an attitude, what you feeling like you're going to do, no matter how far it is or what you getting. Well, sometimes it matters if you get paid, but it just depends on. I feel like you're still gonna want to hit that stage. You're gonna want to grow as a comedian. You're gonna want to work
yeah,
as a comedian. Like
that was a lot of my thinking, especially in the beginning years. It was like I would mow grass all summer and then I'd go out to LA in the winter because I figured, man, if I can get up 80 to 100 times in 3 months, that's like doing a year of shows in Michigan. I could get a year of experience in 3 months. And I was just like, and that was my point of view. Like, all right, I just need to get up as much as I can. And it definitely paid off because I learned so much in a shorter period of time. It was like doing a boost, like a turbo boost, you know?
Yeah. I try to move with purpose with everything I do too. Like when I was just in California for that week, even though I went for the Comics Rock convention, I just didn't sit around and wait for me to do for the convention to give me something to do. Like I went out there to the LA comedy clubs and
Yeah.
contacted the people that I knew and was like, "Hey, where the mics at? Can I do this? Can I do it?" I just started looking stuff up.
Yeah.
I went to the comedy store. Um, I did a drop in a bucket, didn't get that one, went back, did it again, and got on stage.
Well, that's legit
So,
other
yeah.
place, and we keep losing feed. I'm not sure what the heck is going on. But if you can still hear us, give us a little thumbs up. Oh, there we go. We're back. Melissa Ann said, "Love you. Just got done tutoring for the night." All right, Melissa Ann,
Yes.
educating those kids, very important. Thank you to the teachers out there.
Thank you.
Dick Dickerson said, "Bet he's gonna be there." Dick Dickerson says, "I'm in Saginaw all weekend too. This weekend."
Oh,
All
nice.
right,
Okay.
brother.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I think he's from Saginaw.
All right, hey, I'm gonna give you a call, man. I might have something for you if you're not booked this weekend. Let me know what's up, dude. And you're gone, and we're back, baby. And Yeti Mom Spaghetti's popping in. Good to see you. How you doing? Thanks for popping. We're here with Toi Too Tall off the Drummond Island Comedy Festival that we just had this weekend. 3 shows in a row, Thursday, Friday, Saturday on the island. And we were just talking about the grind that Toi has and what it takes to do it, because it's not easy
At all. It is not. And it's even harder. Like if you're trying to juggle a 9 to 5 and do it. Like I remember having to be to work. Sometime it was at one point I had to be to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm there. I used to call Paul Pipitone, like, "Can you put me up early? Because I want to go practice a new wave." And then I hurry up and go home, go to sleep, get up, go to work. And it's been many times where I've had a comedy show and I got to be work so early that I just went straight to work and slept in the parking lot.
Oh my, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
grind. That's a
Yeah.
grind right there. And then we got Yeti saying hi to Toi Too Tall.
Hey, girl,
Hey,
hey.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, those grinds where you just keep rocking and you just
Yeah.
keep going. How do you maintain? Do you take breaks for yourself, or?
I have never took a true break from comedy. Not a true break. Like, I probably have stepped out not as much to get my mental together when I was going through some things, or it'll be like, oh, I'm not out as much because work is kicking my butt between taking care of my mom. But I've never took a break.
Yeah.
Like, or some people quit and come back. Never did it.
Yeah, it's hard when you quit. That's
Yeah.
that's another thing. But a well planned break is okay. That's a weird thing about COVID. Like, because I was like, I'm never taking breaks. I'm just going and going. And then when COVID happened, because I was always like kind of afraid that like maybe I'd lose it. You know what I mean? Like lose my skills if I took some time off. But when COVID happened, and I had to take those couple months off, it was like actually like super refreshing. And when I came back, I was still just as good. So I was like, oh, it's okay to have a little break. You know, I mean, as long as you're planning your shows after that, don't stop
Yeah.
working. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like keep your schedule booked after that, but take a break, take some time for your family, and take some time for yourself because, you know, sometimes that's how you get some
Burnt
material.
out
You
too.
know,
Yeah. I will say that I, certain things that's happened in my life, you know, sometimes you'll be like, oh, I wish I never went through that, but it kind of helped you develop, and you might get some material from that. And you know, oh, there we go.
I was just gonna say
I was
keep.
wondering, like, is it me? Should I not make any sudden movements? Because this right
No,
here.
I don't think
Okay.
so. I think that we're just having an unlucky tech day.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. It's just an unlucky tech day.
I'll just tell everybody I'm so electrifying that, you know, I
The
came over
ghost.
here and messed up everything.
I don't think it's you. Days. And what the heck is going on?
That Zoom was wild.
I don't
That Zoom
know.
was wild.
I don't know. We don't even have to. We just keep talking.
Yeah.
We'll just keep talking. Let's
But
not worry about none of that.
it's kind of like something somebody told me. I remember one time I was in New York, and you know Tina Graham. She is the godmother of comedy. She started a lot of people off like when Def Jam and stuff like that started, and she booked a lot, and like all of the bigger comedians, like she produced some type of show or something that they were on. It was kind of like, you know, she was back then the show producer. Her and my mind is getting the best of me, and that's gonna backfire on me later in life probably. But
Yeah,
I can't remember his name.
that happens
But
to me all the time.
this is a lot going on. But yeah, so I remember I was in New Jersey, and I'm sitting on her couch, and I never forgot her words to me, because she said, never lose your passion.
Yeah.
And I held on to that, and I hadn't seen her in a couple years, and she was at the Comics Rock convention, and she's like, "You did good." She said, "You're not laughing at yourself anymore."
Yeah.
And that made me giggle, because that's something I did a lot. I had these tics, and I laugh at myself.
Well, I mean, some people don't like that, but I find a lot of the audience likes it. They like it when you laugh at yourself because it shows you're having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's not just on stage. That's in life I do that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not even a stage thing for me. So that was so hard to break. And I don't know if it was a nervous laughter or what, but that was very hard to break. And she's like, "Yeah, you're not laughing at yourself anymore." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." She's like, "I enjoyed your set." So, you know, I was all geek. She said that. But I had told her, she mentioned it again on Facebook. And I had told her, I said, "I never forgot what you said to me. Like, never lose your passion." So even when I was going through drama and stuff like that, like nothing ever crossed my mind, quit comedy.
Yeah.
That never crossed my mind. Any break I had to take, it was forced and not really like my choice.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was more so like, well, you gotta go to work. And
All right.
that. And then I tried to I found a job where I feel like it would complement me doing comedy. So, you know, I went and got a job at the airlines. So
So now you get free travel.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And here we got a couple comments in here, all the way from Saginaw, Michigan. Kellen Kramer says, "Mike, you're a G." Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for popping in. I remember Kellen coming to the early shows at Hills Bar back in the day. So good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Looks like you got a girl in your picture there. That's good. That's good. Living the dream. And Peggy Beatty is going to be on this weekend in Tawas, Michigan. She says, "Hey, kids, can't wait until Saturday. I laugh too." Yeah, I'm not against it. Some people are against it, but usually the people that are against it are comics. And really, you know, I don't think for the most part, like that's not like something that's a personal choice from a comic. The audience, now if an audience says it like, "Hey, I think that's weird that you're laughing during your jokes," like, which nobody's ever said to me, like people like, you know, who laughs at his jokes or used to do it a lot is Nick Guerra. And he's had an HBO special. He was on Comedy Central, and I think he did another HBO special, and he's done Dry Bar Comedy. He was on Last Comic Standing. So he's done everything that you could do in in the industry,
Yeah.
and he laughed at his own jokes. So it's like there's not a wrong way to do it as long as the audience don't care.
And I think long as your laughter isn't stopping the audience from like understanding you, that may have been something I was doing
Maybe
too.
you saw.
Like, yeah, and then okay, so somebody came and told me that one of the audience members was like, "What is she laughing at?" And I'm in the back of my mind, like myself, dude. But yeah, so
And you got a good laugh, and you got a very distinct voice. I was on Instagram today, and I was waiting for something on my computer to load for technical difficulties, and so I'm just scrolling Instagram, and I hear your voice in a call in. I didn't know it was. And I was like, that sounds like Toy. And I listened. It was you calling in, talking about a show you had done, and you have a very distinct voice. So that's good. That's good. That's like I mean, like when people hear Eddie Murphy, they know it's Eddie Murphy.
him.
What I mean? When they hear Michael Myers, they know it's him.
Michael Myers. Yeah. And you know what? I had called in. That was the Angela Yee Way Up With Yee show. And John Lester, who's a comedian, he was on there too. And the question that they asked was, have you ever had an event and no one showed up? So I talked about the comedy show I had. Like I was on the show, but only 2 audience members showed up, and it was comedians and the people on the show and then our comedian friends. So I was like, I felt like I was at an open mic. So John and Angela Yee are just like having a good time laughing at me.
Yeah.
But I will say that show built character. And I don't feel bad about it because I still gave it my all.
I like what the guy said on the thing. He said, I don't like to look at it as like a small audience. I like to look at it as a show that's going to be a great show that a lot of people missed. Yeah. That was a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
You see, I've never seen his comedy, but I liked him as a host and just his point of view on comedy. I thought it was pretty good. Dick Dickerson said, "Man, Hill's Bar," and that's where Dick Dickerson and I started doing comedy back in the day and doing some shows together. Dick Dickerson says, I had some crowd members tell me that they loved how I laughed at myself because they can tell I was on stage having fun.
Yes.
And that is a good point because it's supposed to be fun. You know what I mean? Unless it's your character to be mad. You know what I mean? Like you're an angry person or whatever, because some people like to play that.
Bubbly as can be, so it's kind of like,
and you can only be yourself. That'd be crazy to see you be the mad person.
When I'm mad, Katie Kaboom.
What was that?
Katie Kaboom.
Katie Kaboom. Yeah, yes. I would like to see that. I'd like to see, not like at like me or anything, but like
piss her off.
just to see the opposite side there.
Like I'm a good cusser outer.
Yeah, you get in it. Yeah. You get into it. I can get mad. I don't try to, but sometimes people are irritating. Huh?
Like I can't see you mad. Like even though I know you was irritated with the computer thing, I'm like, you was just like, that's disappointing.
Yeah. I know it was disappointing though, because I was like, what the heck? I look forward to the live cast all week, and then we get here and the computer's glitching, the TV's glitching, the lights aren't working. And I feel like I've come to know that there's always gonna be something going wrong. But like this week it was like everything was going wrong at once, and I'm like, what is happening? Am I like in a dream right now? Peggy says I laugh at reactions sometimes. The reactions of the crowd members, is that what you're talking about? Because sometimes like what I like to do is if I'm not on stage, I like to watch the audience and not the comic, because I like to see what people are doing and their facial expression, especially if somebody has a joke that's like out there, you know what I mean? And you can see their face like, what the hell did they just say? That's always fun for me.
This lady one time, it was a show I had with Paul Pepitone and Dwayne Norman, and she was, it was one of my racier jokes, and she was like, but then it went from
then she started smiling. She came around on it.
She I had that lady clutching her pearls.
We got Heather Ann saying the Cougars are here with their hats on. There's the Cougar check. Heather Ann, super fan, Cougar of the month in Saginaw. Hell yeah. Dick Dickerson, I'm Saginaw happy.
Oh my goodness.
Saginaw happy. Let's see.
Let me laugh on the inside.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Is there a definition for Saginaw happy? And then you can comment that in a second. We'll come right back to that. And then Dick Dickerson said, "Now I've seen Mike fired up plenty of times. just stay out of his way when he mad. LMFAP, LMF FAP. You gonna fap it out, dude? Hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can get upset, especially if, like, for me, like, I take what I do very seriously. So, like, if a venue doesn't turn off the TVs or somebody's trying to like disrupt the show, or maybe somebody's trying to sneak in without paying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can get upset.
Understandable.
I mean, those are like that's like one of my what's it called? Non-negotiables.
Mhm.
If a venue won't turn off a TV, I will not come back. I put it in the contract. So if you put it on, I'll say, okay, whatever. But I'm not coming back. Like I'll find
It's like you trying to ruin the show. It's so distracting.
It-
Even if you press mute, no, turn it off.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Everybody's here for the show. We sold tickets. Or even before that, everybody be there for the show. And then, like, we'd do free shows and everybody be there, and there'd be like one guy. It's like, I want to watch the game. It's like, dude, we're
Go
gonna
home.
yeah, you're gonna do one guy instead of the one guy's needs over the whole show. Like,
Yeah.
I think I know what I'm doing. I've done a ton of shows. I put on great shows. You trust me to know what I'm talking about.
I've had fun at every single show you had.
Yeah. And shout out to the Northwood. They turn off the TVs. They slide the pool table out of the room. They put a cover on it. You know.
They even divided the room for the back part of the restaurant.
Yeah. They put up a big curtain to keep the noise out of the room. It was sweet. They knew what they were doing. And love y'all both. The way so proud of y'all and us. Hell yeah, Dick
Thank
Dickerson.
you. Proud of you too.
Yeah, and Dick's gonna be putting out his he's gonna be recording his special in Saginaw coming up in September. So if you haven't seen Dick Dickerson, just click on his profile and give him a look. And Saginaw happy means violence. Makes me happy, LMFAO. So yeah, that could be a Saginaw happy. Yeah. I mean, because when you're doing shows in like Saginaw, like I remember doing shows at this place down in Saginaw, and you just get every sort of character come in, and you know, they might not be there for the show. You know what I mean? That was when you're doing like the free shows, and people come in and they don't care. They don't care about the people there.
They don't
nothing.
respect the mic.
They don't respect the mic. They're just talking, and I mean, you have to stick up for your art. You know what I mean? You gotta say, hey, we're doing something here. That if you want to have nice things, you gotta enjoy it. See what we're doing here. Exactly. Yeah, it's a whole journey. I'm glad I don't do free shows anymore, because that's like where most of the riffraff is. I feel like a ticket kind of like divides, like says, all right, you're invested. You know what I mean? You're invested in the show.
Roll their money, you know, like
you want to watch.
Yep. They there for comedy.
So even if you're doing, maybe that's like a good advice. Like even if you're doing an open mic or like a amateur showcase, is maybe have a small admission. You know what I mean? Even if it's $3 or $5, you know what I mean? Even 10. I mean, $10 is not a lot of money anymore. Like you can't buy a Subway sandwich for $10 anymore. Not a meal, anyways.
You only get that little half a foot.
The half a you get a half a 6 inch.
Yeah, I don't think $5 footlongs exist. I don't know. I ain't been in Subway.
Jared, the fucking pedophile, ruined that one.
He bamboozled us.
He fucked us, dude. He fucked everybody. Dick Dickerson said, "Demand the room." Yeah, and that's a huge thing too, and that's what you learn in those shit rooms. Like when you have the free shows, is if you can handle a room where people are distracted and you can command the stage on that show, it's going to be so easy when you get people that are there and they're paying and they're all seated the right way and there's lights and a good microphone. You know what I mean? So if you can do it in those rooms.
Oh, I hate the bad microphones.
Yeah, that's funny because like even like earlier in my career when I would like go through bookers and they like send me on the road like Pennsylvania or like Indiana, I'd always carry my own speaker system just because I knew that you'd go there and they'd have like a microphone from the 1970s. It'd be like a Johnny Carson mic and a fucking hooked up to a car speaker. You know what I mean? Like I just bring my own. That way I knew that was not going to be the issue. You know what I mean?
So I have a speaker, like a karaoke speaker with a wireless mic.
Yeah.
And if I get a booking for a private show, I'll usually throw that in my car just in case.
Yeah. I'd recommend look on Facebook Marketplace and you can find one of those JBLs ones I have. I always keep my eyes out. used, like a older one like I have, is like $500. Worth the investment. Like, just keep your eyes peeled. Just keep looking on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody will quit comedy or somebody will quit playing the guitar and they'll be for sale. It happens all the time. Dick Dickerson said, "Have you ever bombed in a room multiple times in a row? Then you finally got him years later." Go ahead.
Not years later, but it was like, all right, this ain't the room for me. But I kept on going back, like, nah. Or yeah, it just wasn't. It wasn't years later, but I have had situations where I bombed. I think more so in front of certain people versus a certain room.
Certain people,
Yeah,
like
it's like
people get in your head a little
whenever
bit.
there's mother level around, I always seem to crumble. Like, and it's not that they're making me crumble; it just wasn't my night, you know.
Yeah.
And it's that I noticed.
Yeah, some people like maybe make you a little nervous. I find
I
that
don't think it's them.
I find like sometimes, and it doesn't happen all the time, but like if a friend hasn't seen me in years, then I'll like I won't have a bad set, but it won't be as good as normal. You know what I mean? And I don't think I've never had a problem in a room multiple times in a row. I mean, I like it's very far in between that I have a bad set, but I don't know. I've been doing it consistently for so long, but it is nice when you have a redemption. When you come back and you have a redemption,
Yeah.
like like actually, Dick, remember the what's that? What's a keyboard lounge in Detroit?
Oh, Baker's.
Yeah. I had a tough set the first time I went there, and then I came back and I ripped it the next time. So, but it wasn't years later. But that was a redemption story for me. I was like, all right.
I had my good and bad nights at Baker's. Like, I had the nights where I like really was in my bag, and then I had the nights where it was like, girl, get off the stage, and it was nights where why is you roasting them? So yeah.
Heather Ann said, "Ride low to the Saginaw show." That's funny. You gotta ride low. There's 3 people that show up to my shows, and for some reason, it's some bullshit pressure every time. Maybe because I don't like them. Yeah, that can throw you off. You know what I mean?
You know what? I've had situations where people I don't like have been in the audience, and I still went in, and they didn't. I could see on their face that they disliked that I did good.
Yeah.
And I had a situation where somebody I didn't like wasn't in the audience, but they weren't that big of an asshole. So when I got off stage, they was like, good shit, you know, gave me a dab. So
That's what's up.
you know,
That's
I don't
what's
mean
up.
we friends or nothing, but at least, you know, they're not a dick.
Yeah. Some people just are. That's just who they are. And speaking of Chris Nichol, we shouted you out in the beginning of the episode. He says, "How's it going, Mike and Toy? It was nice to see you Friday."
Nice to see you.
Good to see you, Chris. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. I seen that you got tickets for a show. Can't remember which one, but I seen your name come through my email. So I'm looking forward to seeing you. I got your sweatshirts and your specialty colors. I love when the haters see me kill. Ain't that the shit, Dick Dickerson? Ain't that the shit? That's like the crazy that's kind of a crazy thing because there's always gonna be haters no matter what. I remember my own grandma. My grandma was like looking at me and she's like, "Do you think you're never gonna make a living doing comedy?" And I was like, Grandma, like I already do make a living doing comedy. I'm like, I'm not making a ton of money. This is back in the day. I was like, I'm not making a ton of money, but I'm making a living doing it. And then my grandma came and seen me. I played Standish, and she came and see me. And she was like, "You're gonna be famous." Or like her whole tune changed. She was like, "Oh my god, that was so good. You're gonna be famous." Like she was like ecstatic. Like she didn't. Some people seeing is believing sometimes.
Yes. I definitely think that's what, because I think my mom had to see me do comedy a couple times for her to really be like, "Oh, okay, you doing something here."
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, she came to shows where I was playing around. Like, she still hasn't been to a full on comedy show. She came, for some reason she comes out to when Will Harvey has his hot pepper set. I was like, she'll come to those shows. I was like, "Oh, you want to see me in pain eating a hot pepper?" Like,
yeah, that's why she just wants to see you eating hot food. She wants to.
So she came to those shows, but each, like, she's like, the last one we did was a roast and I won. And then after that I stayed for the open mic that was at that same bar. And so we riding home and she's like, "You're really good." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." Like, but I feel like she respects it more. And now I done made her a Facebook page.
Yeah. So she can see
she's
you.
seeing everything. She's like, "Wow, you're a star." I was like, "Well, I don't know about all that, but
You're a star in the making. Like you're
Aw.
like it's happening for you. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean that's the truth. And kind of like comedy is not like a usual thing. You know what I mean? It's not like a
No,
typical job.
not at
So
all.
sometimes it's hard for other people to see at first
And respect it.
because it's because it's not in their reality. Sometimes people's reality, their own reality, they can't see stuff because it's not their reality. You
Yeah,
know?
I totally get that. And I think I don't want to say they don't respect it, but in a sense they kind of don't because it's not in their reality. They don't
Yeah.
understand the grind, the mental strain behind it, and the things that we sacrifice to even do comedy.
Oh yeah. We sacrifice every weekend. Every
Yep.
weekend when people are getting, people get married or they're having parties and doing this
I miss
and
so many
that.
family events.
Yeah, and it's I mean it's a sacrifice, but on the flip side, if you do it right, you're only working the weekend, so you got the you got the
Yeah.
week to do all the stuff that you want to do, and everything's cheaper on Tuesday. I'll tell you that you get $5 tickets at Imagine Theater, free
Hmm.
popcorn at Imagine Theater, buy one get one free with wings on at B Dubs on Tuesday. So I mean, it has its own little perks. Even that's a funny like perk for a job. Like yeah, I get buy one get one free wings. But here we go. Chris Nichol says D&D's Little Bar in Oakley and getting tickets for the Bass Show also. That's what's up, bro. I'll bring that. That's September 3rd in Oakley. So I'll remember to bring those sweatshirts for you. And then Chris Nichol said, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. And
I have not lost a roast battle yet.
really, really, you're
Yeah.
the roast
I might be a little.
master.
I might be a roast queen in the making. I don't know. I don't want
Oh,
to jinx myself. I got one on the 15th, and the guy that I'm roasting, we don't know each other, so he's been inboxing me, and he's like, "How many roasts you been in?" I'm like, "Oh, about 2." Like, I'm being real modest and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
You ready to knock him out?
I'm gonna tear his ass
I,
up.
I I enjoy watching the roast on the Instagram when they have
Mhm.
the roast on there. That's some of the best stuff. I like that.
Mhm.
Um, LaBelle says, "You're definitely my favorite female comedian. I seen you doing
Oh,
big things. I'm really proud of you for
thank
your
you.
consistency, and consistency is the key. I
I
think.
love LaBelle.
Yeah,
She is so supportive. I just love her. Thank you, girl.
that's very very sweet. Thanks for the great comment there.
She loves J Bill.
Yeah, Jay Bell's fantastic.
Mhm.
Oh, I mean, he did awesome on Thursday,
Yes.
and I think he's just got a good spirit, man. He's
Yes.
just a like I remember my dog died, and I had a show with him in Jackson. He was hosting, I was headlining, and I was like telling I was like, man, I'm down, man. I've had this dog for 14 years, man.
Mhm.
I don't even feel like doing the show. And he's like, hey, listen, you're gonna kill it tonight. You're gonna have an awesome set. You're gonna do it for your dog. Your dog love you. That's your road dog. He just gave me like the best pep talk ever, and I got a standing ovation that night. I was like, thank you, Jay.
See?
It was like
Yeah.
his pep talk got me like fucking ready to go.
Yeah.
Like even though I've been preparing for years and years and years for that moment, like I wasn't there mentally for the show, but he put me in
Put you in that
in
space.
the good mind frame. And
Yeah.
J
Good
Bell is
people.
legit, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to J Bell. We gotta get him on the show as well. Hopefully, it's we'll see. He's been working his ass off. I know J Bell
Yeah.
got his own. He's got a lot of stuff going on, but we're gonna try to get him on the show along with Dick Dickerson. Maybe next week. Dick, you said you're down next Monday. Next Monday, you're down. Come on through, and I might have something for you this weekend. I'll just see what happened. I had a fallout for the Saturday show, but I asked somebody to do it, but they might not be able to make it. But actually, I think you'd be a better fit for the show. But I'd hate to be like, hey, that's like a weird thing. Like, hey, I know I asked you, but I found so,
Right.
like
By the way, never mind. You know?
because Dick Dickerson is a killer, dude.
Yeah,
He's a killer, man. We had
definitely.
a lot of fun. One time, Dick Dickerson left his shoes in my car when we did a Traverse City show, and I had to carry his big ass shoes around for a fucking year. Like, what are these fucking big ass shoes doing? Like, I don't know, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, good
Appreciate
people.
him. So what do you got coming up?
I actually have a show tomorrow.
Where you at?
It's gonna be at the Boyer Campbell Building, downtown on St. Antoine. It's gonna be my first time working with the local variety co. Um, and the show is called the Local Variety Show, and that's basically a show with local artists. it could be all types of performing arts, people from music, singing, probably even dancing and comedy.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, I'm excited, and they have partnered with Creative Mornings in the Detroit Design District.
Oh,
So
cool. So it's gonna be
yeah.
nice and like cool backdrops and like a cool like production.
Well, I don't know how it's gonna look. This is my first time working with them, but I have been to at least one Creative Morning event, and it was pretty cool. They have a different type of event every month. And they're all about community and creativity. So like I'm really excited to
That
work with
sounds
them.
sweet. That sounds sweet.
Yeah.
So if you're down that way, check her out, or you can come see her November 12th in Frederick, Michigan. That's where we're at. In
Yes,
Frederick, Michigan at the
November 12th.
Swamp.
Yep.
Yeah, at the Swamp too. That's a great one. That's a great little
Might
room.
get me all around Michigan because some of these places I never even heard of. Okay?
Yeah, that's what Big Juicy was saying. She's like, man, you take all. I've never heard of these places.
Yeah, Cam said the same thing when she seen I had first had linked up with you. She's like, "Oh, you love it."
Yeah, we go all over the place.
Yes.
And, oh no, why is it? Oh, there we go. We always have fun. That's the thing. It's comedy.
Definitely.
It's comedy. You gotta have fun, and it is a serious business, but also like if you're not having fun, not worth it.
That's what I liked about the cabin. Like all the vibes was good. Everybody was cool. Everybody was happy. We was laughing.
Yeah,
yeah. I had a good time.
and the people you pick to surround yourself with is very important as well. You know,
Steve gave me pistachio cake that was good as hell. I'm like, oh, you give me snacks.
There with Steve with you after this. I can't put Steve's business online, but Steve was acting a fool, dude. Yeah, and not in a bad way, but
I missed the fun.
Yeah, but it was something else. Yeah, you got to be there. It's like Vegas, dude. What happens in Drummond Island stays on Drummond Island.
Leave, but I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm not doing the show. But
no, but I respect that.
Plan.
I respect that because, like, I hate that is like one of my biggest pet peeve is somebody who's like, yeah, I'm gonna do your show, and then like, no, I found something else to do. I think I want to do better. You know what I mean? You're like,
no.
You're like, oh.
The only time I ever really cancel shows, I don't cancel shows like, oh no, I want to do better. I take that back. I did one time.
Oh,
but I
Truth comes
explained
out.
to them. I explained to them what happened. I got offered. I was in Vegas, and I got offered to do another show out there.
Yeah.
And this was when I was newer, but I asked him. I said, "Do you?" I asked him in advance, and he was like, "I'm not gonna lie. I would stay in Vegas and do that show too."
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, okay, So I did stay for that, but that's the only time I did that. Other than that, whenever I had to not do a show for somebody because I goofed up and double booked myself or something, and I think I've only done that like twice. It happens every blue moon, but I usually try to put it in my phone right away, and that's when I mess up when it don't get put in my phone.
Yeah. I like to keep a physical calendar. That way I can see dates that I have to fill. Because like my whole thing is like if I work every Friday and Saturday, that's because I'm doing a lot of time. So I don't feel like I have to get up every night as long as I'm getting the time in. Yeah. Like so I just look at it and I go, okay, I gotta fill those dates, and then I just go through and I just try to fill them. So but that's sick. I like that. Yeah. I like that.
I want to keep my word, and I never want to be seen as a non-reliable person. So
that's the truth. That's the truth. If you ain't showing up, in my book, is if you're not showing up, it's like there's no point of booking you because you don't know. And I hate to put somebody's face on a poster and promote them. Spend all the money promoting the show, and then they not show up and make me look like a liar. You know what I mean? Like, oh. And Dick Dickerson said, I hate double booking myself. Scary stuff. Yes. I know shit happens. I know that like occasionally stuff
I did
does
that
happen.
And had to not do an Ohio show. I think I don't know. I had told you that I would do a show, and then I made a mistake, and this Ohio show came up, and I didn't say, "Oh, I'm gonna go here because Ohio." No, I went with your show because you booked first.
Yeah,
that's usually the honor system of my vibe.
The honor system.
Yeah,
I think that's like the key. Like if you do what you, I mean, I think that's the key in any kind of business. I mean, you're doing lawn care business, you're doing comedy, you're doing any kind of business. If you just do what you say.
Yeah, and because I wasn't able, it wasn't like just oh, I can't do it, and you left high and dry. Good replacement.
That's good.
The person that I offered, like, he's in Ohio. Why can't I remember this kid name? Jesus, but he is very, very funny. Like, Ronnie Chanel backs him, like, and I had offered for him to do the show, and the guy reached out to him. So
That Dick Dickerson said, "You wasn't missing nothing in Ohio," and Dick knows he's there. I mean, he knows everything going on in Ohio.
that is so funny.
And LaBelle says, "I use both a physical calendar and my phone, not for shows, just because I have to be organized." Yeah, that's for sure. I mean,
I'm so disorganized.
it's tough to remember everything, especially when you're getting
Yeah.
older. Like I'll be like, what the heck did I have to do today? So if I don't write it down, I might not remember.
I got everything. I got a color coordinated calendar in my phone with my appointments, my mama doctor appointments, my work schedule, when I got to do a tour at Mic Drop, when I got to do a show there, when I got to do a show for you. Like,
Yeah, that's
I
smart.
got everything in there.
That's
But I
smart.
think I probably should get a physical one as a backup. My biggest flaw is not putting it in there at that time.
Well, what I do like about having a physical calendar instead of just putting it on my phone
Mhm.
is if somebody asks me and it puts me on the spot, like, hey, can I do a show? And I'm like, and maybe I like, I don't want to be rude,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? And then be like, no, you know what I mean? Like, but, well, I gotta check my calendar, you know what I mean? Like, let me get it, or I might have to find a spot and give me a second to think about it instead of just being too available. Like, all right, I gotta look at it right now because it's on my phone. I don't know. I guess I could say that either way, but
Or maybe you just don't want to look at your phone right then and that time, but like, let me look just in case. So yeah, because I'm gonna sit down tonight and really go over and dot my I's and cross my T's.
yeah.
Sure.
Because you forgot about this today.
Yes, and it's happening too often. Like, I forgot about this today. I forgot about the Mic Drop show I had yesterday.
Oh
I
wow.
made it there, but I forgot about that show.
Yeah.
I did a ghost tour the day before yesterday. And then so the manager, he's like, yeah, you're opening tomorrow, so see you tomorrow. And I'm like, what? who I will, but I didn't know about it. And thing is, the booker we had a whole conversation about this, but when this conversation was had, which is not her fault, it's mine, I was in California.
So you were somewhere else.
It was
Your
a
mind
lot.
was going on.
It was a lot going on, like, and I'm running off fumes, no sleep.
Right,
And
that's both of us right now.
yes, and I didn't put it. I clicked the message thread. I'm like, that would have been career suicide. But
Yeah.
I just not show. You ain't gonna show up to a show. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
That's the truth, dude. That's the truth. And Chris Nichols puking on Ohio right
oh
there.
my gosh, I don't like it.
That's funny. It's funny because the sports get people divided. Michigan and Ohio, they hate each
that's
other.
what it is.
But I'll tell you what, Chris, Ohio has some beautiful parts of it, especially like the portion next to West Virginia. Once you get down to that little corner in Ohio next to West Virginia, so many hills and rivers. It's a really beautiful place.
My last show in Ohio, I was in the hood, okay? I did not know a Canton, Ohio existed.
Okay,
And Canton, Michigan is nice. It's the suburbs, nice houses. Oh, Canton, Ohio. I was like, oh, this the hood.
You went to the hood?
I was in the hood, and it was a birthday party I did. And this guy whose birthday party it was, though, like, the whole community loves him. Like, he does a lot of things for the kids and everything. So I think it was like his 50th birthday or 60th. He wasn't over 60, but like, I told that show up. Like, I did really, really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, but the next show, the guy who booked me, he was like, yeah, you should come out tonight. And that's when I was like, I can't do it. In Ohio, I was
Canton is Saginaw. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was my first time being in like a hood part of Ohio. I was like, oh, okay.
No, all jokes aside, Ohio kind of dope. That's funny. That's funny.
I want to go to I want to visit the Attic in Ohio. I think that's in Ohio. The Attic Comedy
Is
Club.
it in Indiana?
Is it Indiana?
I think it might be.
Oh.
I think it might be. I don't know.
Failed geography.
It's okay. It's okay. And Dick Dickerson saying, Lord have mercy. I'm trying to get the comment. Everything's just going so
LAWD.
Lord. Lord help me. I don't mind Ohio. Just take so long to drive through. That's the truth. You're trying to get to
Oh,
Florida. You're like, Ohio's going forever. And then this is maybe a little off subject, but how do you feel about those flock cameras? They're putting up the flock cameras at the pot shop, so that the people that like it's illegal in like Ohio to have weed, so they put the cameras up to see if you're going to Ohio or they got your license plate and they pull you over.
oh wow.
You hear about that? Yeah, they're doing
No.
that, and they're doing that because Indiana's not legal either. So everybody from
That's
Indiana's just
crazy.
driving to Michigan, getting pot, going
Just right
home.
across the street.
Yeah, it's just right there. I mean, especially if you want to stock up. It's like people that live in the UP have to drive an hour and a half to Walmart to stock up for the month. I mean, that's what they're doing with the pot down in Indiana.
So this flock camera do so it like it sees that they go to a dispensary or something.
Yeah,
like
they
that?
sit there and they record everybody that comes in the dispensary and look for
Wow.
the.
And see, that's the reason, like, to keep it real. That's why people don't go to the dispensary.
Oh, look,
They
I was
feel-
wrong. The attic is in Columbus, Ohio.
It
I'm
is
sorry. Go
okay,
ahead.
okay, because I know Sister Lou, she got a night there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. But yeah, that flock camera stuff, that's crazy. Like, I don't even smoke anymore, but I never was a dispensary buyer. Like when
You like to do it. You like to have a little thrill in your life.
Yeah.
You like let's meet
get-
up
get-
in the
get my
parking lot.
stuff the legal way, like a real American.
Yeah. I'm growing some right now. I got a beautiful plant in the back. I'll show you, Dick Dickerson. Actually, the attic is in Ohio, so if you do go down there for a night, I'd
Yeah.
drive down there if it's on a weekday.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
check to see what nights, and then I gotta get back to one of Dave Crumbly events too.
Yeah, I hear a lot of good thing about Dave. Dave
Yeah.
Crumbly. I mean,
I-
Dick Dickerson mentioned him, and a lot of people are talking about. He's
I
been
won
running a lot of shows down there.
his 12th Crumbly Cup. I won. He had it at the Funny Bone, and I won. I was joking, but kind of serious. I was like, I'm never gonna do a Crumbly Cup again, so I can always say I won. So, but I'm gonna probably do another one. But I do want to go to another one of his of his shows again. He has pretty good shows.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
I'd meet y'all up there, and that's in Columbus, Ohio. Okay, the attic. What's the other one? There's another one in Indiana. What is it? It's something to do with the attic. I don't know. And Dave is the shit. Dave Crumbly getting all the love on the
Yeah.
live cast. That's what's up.
I rock with Dave. He
And
cool.
Dick Dickerson said, "I still get street weed." That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, Dick, I'll give you some of the weed I grew from last year's harvest. This year's harvest won't be done till maybe the second or third week of October. But I'll give you one next week when you're on the live cast. So everybody who's watching, come back and see Dick Dickerson next weekend on the live cast. He'll be promoting his special taping in Saginaw, Michigan, coming up in September. Toi, we're over our allotted time. For any last words for these people?
Keep supporting live comedy and watch twice a day.
Watch twice a day.
Wash.
Wash twice a day. Yeah. Yeah. Wash your ass. Wash your ass. Somebody just came around with his stinky ass today.
Did
You're
you
like,
get one bad whiff of sit down air? Somebody got me like that one time, and I was like, and I'm not no rude person. I don't be trying to embarrass people, but it's like,
well,
I feel like if I smell it, it's 10 times worse for everybody else because of my sinuses.
yeah.
So, like,
I know. I'm still so stuffed up from
the cabin.
the cabin. I got allergies so bad. And then Jeff Varvel, the Alaskan kid, just moved down to the lower 48. Said word, and then Dick Dickerson said love y'all. And my last words for the evening is words of gratitude. Thank you for everybody who keeps on supporting the Future Comedy Show, the Future Comedy Show live cast, and anything in between. I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you at a show soon. Thanks for watching.